This is like early 90s. She says, let's take a cab. What? Oh, this was way before Uber. This was what? So we had to go. This is how old we are. We had to go in the phone book and look up cab and call a cab to my house. And then my grandparents are like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm going to a friend's house, right?
This is my fault for having you on my podcast.
It's your fault for having me in the first place.
Well, I can't help it.
What?
This is not a good idea.
No, it is not.
We are in trouble.
Hey, everybody. It's Kerri Pomarolli and my co-host,
Lucy McGee.
and welcome back to our podcast. Say it.
This is not a good idea.
You have one job every week.
I didn't know I was gonna
Every
say,
week.
No, because sometimes you say it.
No, you have one job.
We don't plan these things out. You don't tell me what I'm supposed to say.
Not like we rehearse.
Okay, fine.
But welcome to our podcast, everyone.
Yes.
This is me and my daughter and our producer, Andreas. Give a shout out to Andreas, everybody. So I was driving in the car with you the other day and I said something to you and you gave me a response that I never would have given my mother. I said to Lucy, hey, you only have 3 more weeks of school and then you have summer. And what did you say?
I don't know.
You said, don't remind me. Like you were sad that school was going to end.
Yes, everyone is.
No. See, that's abnormal. And that makes you creepy. Yeah.
I just got back in school and we only have 3 weeks.
I mean, I guess so. But summer is still the best season.
Mom, there's not really a lot to do this summer.
Oh, you're not going to horse camp?
Okay, yes.
You're not going to the...
That's 1 week out of the 3
You're not
months.
going to the world's biggest blockbuster?
The world's only blockbuster.
So it's the world's biggest blockbuster?
Okay, yes, I'm going to that, but
you're
that's
not
a road
going
trip.
to San Francisco?
Mom, I don't want to stay in a car for 6 hours.
Oh my gosh, do you know how many hours I've been forced in a car? You don't even know. We didn't even have a CD player.
Wait. Can we just acknowledge that every single time we've gone on a road trip, something has gone horribly, horribly wrong.
Like our car caught on fire?
Every single time. Every single time. It's either our car breaks down or where we're staying, explodes.
Or you hit me in the head with a paddle?
And you stayed in... Okay, you can't... That was an accident?
Okay.
I didn't know you were behind me.
Let's talk about the fact that I work really hard to give you summer experiences.
Yes.
My mother gave me a hose and said, I'll be inside watching my
summer
stories.
Experiences. You
Yes.
went to Callaway Gardens, right?
Yes, I did. I'm joking, Barb. My mother watches this and judges every episode. Well, I had some funny summer memories or fun summer memories that just popped into my head today.
I think I have some.
So my parents went away on a trip. I don't know where they went. They went on some business trip. And I was your age, actually. I think I was going into 8th grade. Or might have been going into 9th grade.
That's great.
And I just did the play with my youth theater. We did Grease. And what? Why are you laughing?
I hate that movie.
Well, whatever. It's a great story.
Okay.
I got to smoke real cigarettes on stage.
Why are you proud of that?
I don't know. So there were these boys in the cast.
No.
What?
I don't like where this story is going.
Okay, they were twins. They were twin boys named... Should I use their real names?
No,
They might be listening.
No, I don't think so.
They know who they are.
I don't think they should.
They know who they are.
Okay.
And all the girls, since before Grease, had crushes on these 2 boys. When they were Tweedledee and Tweedledum, all the girls had crushes. And I'm talking like 50 girls. Yeah, they were Tweedledee and Tweedledum. This is adorable. So anyway.
It's adorable.
There was a girl who played Rizzo, and she was like the original bad girl. And her name was Chi-Chi.
That's
for
an epic
legit.
name. I like that.
Yeah, she was just an epic person. And everybody just looked up to her because she was so, I can't say the word on the podcast. Bad, bad A, I guess you would say. No, you can't say it. It's a swear word. But she was awesome. She was totally awesome. And I looked up to her, and everybody looked up to her, and she was just so cool. I mean, she was like Rizzo in real life. And so my parent, she decided to be my friend, which was so cool because she was like 16. The twins, who I'm not going to say their names, lived like 5 towns.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
They lived 5 towns away. It's like in LA terms, it would be like they live in Sherman Oaks and we're in Santa Monica. Okay. Or, for wherever you live and wherever you're listening, they live like 5 towns away. And my parents put my grandparents in charge of me, which is a big mistake. I mean, just huge, as Julie Roberts says in Pretty Woman. Huge. And Chi-Chi wanted to go visit Tweedledee and Tweedledum. And there was a pool party. And there was this other guy.
5 towns away?
Yeah, 5 towns away. And there was this other guy, and I remember he had a pool. It's all kind of a blur, but I did have a bikini at the time.
Oh, is this the story?
What?
Is this the story when they were all rating the jumps off the diving board?
What story is this?
I'll tell it later.
Is it my story about
Yeah,
me?
it's your story.
Okay, let me tell my story. So I went, and so I'm like, how are we going to get there? She was 16, but she didn't have a car, and she was kind of cool. She lived in Detroit, like the real Detroit, like 8 Mile, like Eminem Detroit. And she says,
Detroit
and this is,
that you pretend that you
wait,
came
I have
from.
to tell you, this is like early 90s. She says, let's take a cab. What? Oh, this is way before Uber. This is what, so we had to go, this is how old we are. We had to go in the phone book and look up cab and call a cab to my house. And then my grandparents are like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm going to a friend's house, right? So we disappear and we take a cab 5 towns away.
Oh my gosh.
To go to this pool party. And by the way, Tweedledee and Tweedledum did not know we took a cab. I don't know how they thought we got to their location.
They were just like, oblivious.
Yeah, they were like, that's cool. Now, I remember that I had an awesome peach bikini back then. Like, I do remember that much about the pool party. Nothing ever happened with Tweedledee, Tweedledum, or myself, or Chi-Chi. So it was not that great of a story. Unrequited love, I guess you could say, from all the girls and all the...
it
was terrible.
don't
But as we came home from our adventure that day, my grandparents saw us pull up in a taxi cab, and then they were like, where were you? And then I told them that we took a cab to 5 towns away, and
they were
then
just like, oh, cool.
no, they were not like, oh, cool, and they were really mad at me. And then when my parents came back from a trip, my grandpa and grandma had their luggage in the driveway, and they didn't even like say bye to us. They were like, we're out. Your children are horrible.
Which
And then
grandparents?
my dad's parents.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they like literally were like, we're done. And I never saw them again.
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
But so what story were you referring to that you think is about my story?
I thought you were talking about when you were going to a pool party at someone, I don't know how old you were. I know you were at least in high school or something.
Okay.
And you went to this pool party.
Right.
And they were having a contest, a diving board contest.
Okay.
And you were wearing a pretty small bikini, apparently.
I mean, all my bikinis were small.
Oh my gosh.
I look good, too.
I didn't need to know that.
Yeah, they were.
No, stop it.
Not like hoochie small, just small.
What's the difference?
There's a difference.
I don't care for bikinis.
Okay, good.
Just prefer
I raised
t-shirt
you right.
and-
I raised you right.
T-shirt and swim shorts.
Okay, cool.
But I can't get those for
Okay.
some reason. Okay, but they were having a diving board contest, and all the boys were like, supposedly, or like they were judging.
What?
They were judging the
Is this
diving board
another one of
contest.
your misinformed
No, this
stories?
is what you told me because I laughed so hard and I told my friend. Okay. You apparently were jumping off, and your bikini top,
I do have a vague memory.
it slid up.
That actually might be the same pool party.
It slid up,
It might have happened.
and you
yeah.
fell in the
Did
water.
I cover it well?
And you did like this.
If it did
And you
slide
had to
up,
grab the pool and run onto the house.
if it did slide up, why did Tweedledum and I never get together?
Well,
That's what I
anyway,
wanna
you
know.
ended the story with saying that every single boy gave you a 10 after that.
You know what? That's just, I don't remember ever telling you
And then
that story.
I bet that majority of...
I should get a 10.
I feel like it's one of those stories where
That
it's
gets
like
more exciting
all
as
the
the years.
boys would have been like,
10.
man, I wish I was at that pool party.
Yeah, I mean, thank you for the compliment. I do agree, but it's sort of all a blur.
Oh.
I don't remember those kind of details. Like I got a 10 for my bathing suit.
You
sliding
said
up.
that. You said that.
I
You
think
said,
you're
let's
lying
just
again.
say,
I
Mommy
got
got a 10. That's what you, those are your exact words.
I don't remember those words ever coming out of my mouth.
No, that's what you said.
I mean-
and it has scarred me for life.
I would like to think that I would have gotten a 10 when I was 16.
It scarred me.
Whatever. I'm just saying. The stupid stuff I did is starting to become more real to me, and our ages are getting closer to when I started doing more and more stupid stuff.
I'm
Like
just
going
stupid.
into 8th grade, I did stupid stuff.
What'd you do?
I don't know. And then, oh, by the way, I want to
Wait,
give our...
wait. You can't just
Well,
say,
that
I
was
did
stupid. I
stuff.
took a cab 5 towns away.
Yeah, but like cabs are.
And I need to
convenient
give
here.
our listeners an update. A few weeks ago, we aired an episode when I talked about prank calling that old lady who quoted scripture and
Oh.
swear words. My mother admitted to me that the cops never called my house, and she lied. Barbara Pomarolli lied.
She said that she just heard my mom.
She
calling.
said she heard my mom. I was like, how'd you hear? We didn't even talk. And she told me that the cops called my house, and it was all a big lie.
Yeah.
And I've lived with that lie.
I'm very shocked that you didn't think it was.
and now I
a lie.
question so many things about my childhood. Like, did my grandma really get John Schneider's autograph in California, or did my dad sign it? I don't know. From Dukes of Hazzard. I don't know.
Why did I?
What?
I don't know.
So,
I trust no one.
We just have different summers. You're a California kid. It's just different for you guys.
Yeah.
You're going to where am I taking you? Tell them, where am I taking you this weekend? Oh my God.
Oh. Sorry, it happened like 5 minutes ago. So I can't really say that.
Who's the coolest mom ever?
Okay. She's
Say
taking
it,
me.
say it.
Okay, you are. But she's taking me to a drive-in movie theater to see Labyrinth, which at one point was like my favorite movie in the whole wide world. I love that movie so much.
It's not.
But I resent you for something that has to do with Labyrinth. When you go, no.
Why do we have to go to the negative?
Wait. Because I'm still not over it. So I had that vintage Labyrinth calendar that I never marked. I only ever looked at because I loved all the pictures.
Because I bought it for you.
You ripped out 2 months of those pictures.
Why?
So that you could mark it in your calendar because you couldn't use your phone for some reason. You ripped my May and April
But
pages.
were May and April over?
No.
Liar. I would not have ripped out May and April if they weren't over.
They weren't over.
See, this is where...
Wait. And I got so mad, and you were like, oh, I'll just buy another one. What? No.
Okay, the way that you retell stories of our history are not exactly
Anyway,
true.
long story short, I'm just mad about that.
Okay, then we probably shouldn't go this weekend to Labyrinth because it brings back bad memories.
No, I love Labyrinth. I want to go. I love it.
I don't think you're acting deserving of it.
Labyrinth.
That's deserving of it?
That I love Labyrinth?
You should be like, I love you.
I love you too.
No, I'm not buying it. Do you
love...
know how expensive the tickets are to that drive-in movie?
No, I do not.
So expensive.
Really?
Yeah, so maybe I'll think about it. I'm thinking about it.
Cool.
Yeah. So what are you excited about for this summer? Labyrinth? Yeah. Oh, well, save your pennies. That movie puts a lot of kids in therapy, by the way.
No.
Yeah.
I loved every moment of that movie.
It's about a monster who steals a real life baby.
No. It's about the Goblin King.
Yeah, the Goblin King, David Bowie, breaks into your house
and steals her little brother per her request.
It's a real baby.
Wait. Per her request.
Jennifer Connelly.
She asked for it.
Now, I just want to point out a lot of movies from my generation involved a lot of drugs and a lot of acid and a lot of mushrooms. And somebody had a vision of David Bowie being a Goblin King and called up David Bowie on the phone and said, do you want to partner with Jim Henson, the creator of the Muppets, to play the Goblin King who steals a real life baby? And David Bowie was like, yeah. All right.
And the movie went down in history.
It's still a little creepy. I'm not going to lie to you.
I love that movie with all my heart.
It's not your favorite movie anymore?
It's definitely really up there, but I don't really have a favorite. Oh, I really like Monsters, Inc.
Yeah.
And She's the Man. But there's another movie I recently said I really, really liked. Up. I love Up.
I love Up.
Up. That
I
movie.
sob like a baby.
The first 10 minutes of that movie will make you cry.
And the last 10 minutes will make you sob. You're not human if you don't sob in that movie.
If you can't cry during that movie, something's wrong with you.
Yeah. And your little sister will want to come to the drive-thru because all she cares about is the candy.
She'll fall asleep, though.
Yeah, but then she'll talk about...
No, she's only ever made it through one movie.
What was that?
And it was How to Train Your Dragon 2.
And in the drive-thru?
No, it was in the movie theater.
Oh, that's very interesting. Well...
She fell asleep in the car on the way home, though.
But we are excited, and we'll be broadcasting live. We've got some very exciting road trips. We're going to do a road trip to San Francisco, and then to Portland, and then to Washington, and then back through Sacramento, and we're going to see some sights. And we're going, like I said, to the world's biggest blockbuster.
The world's
best blockbuster in the whole world. So I'm just saying. And if you're under 21, you don't even know what a blockbuster is. So you have to pay attention to our podcast. And by the way, our email is up and working. Now we had some technical problems, like it not existing and stuff. But anyway, besides the point, please email us.
It didn't exist.
Well, we thought it did. It's a very successful podcast. Please email us. I want to see if it works. This is not oh, wait, I need to tell you what happened today.
What?
I'm in the parking lot going to my physical therapy appointment, and there's this guy in this pickup truck, and he pulls out of the spot to give me his spot, and then he kind of gives me the wave, and then he doesn't leave. And it's LA, so what do I assume? Stalker, right? So he doesn't leave, and he's just staring at me. He's staring at me as I park my car. He's supposed to leave, so he watches me walk in the building, and he goes, excuse me. At least he didn't call me ma'am. He goes, excuse me. And he's like a tough looking dude. And he goes, is your name Kerri? And I'm like, oh, shoot. He goes, Kerri Pomarolli? And I go, yeah. And he goes, I love your comedy. And I saw you at a comedy show in Pasadena, and I'm a big fan. And I was like, well, hello there. And I like walked over to the truck, and then I was like, well, you're not single, so this is not a good conversation. But I got recognized in the parking lot. Reason number 52 that your mom is famous.
I mean, that's really cool, but
this is where you're nice.
I think that's cool that you got recognized. I would just be real. I'm still very creeped out that a man
recognized me.
Yeah, that's creepy.
And then he's like, well, you were pregnant the last time I saw you live. I was like, oh, that's 10 years ago, and you're still thinking about it? That's not weird at all. I have a fan, Lucy.
That's weird.
I love it.
That's creepy.
His name was Matt.
Dude.
Anyways, you guys, thanks for joining us on another episode of This Is Not a Good Idea. Make sure you email us and get us on Spotify and iTunes and wherever podcasts are streamed. Say bye.
Bye.